Hiya, my name is Jinxit and welcome to my very first Q&A video. So I asked a bunch of you online if you had any questions for me regarding my artwork, what I do, things I enjoy, things along that line. So yeah, a lot of you responded and I'm happy to present this very first Q&A video. So to get straight into it, my first question, which a lot of you asked, is what brought me into the fandom and how long have I been in the fandom? I've been in the fandom for about 2 years, since 2016. I originally was looking for a local cosplay group, specifically like anime cosplay, but I stumbled upon a furry group instead, and honestly I'm so glad I stumbled across it because I just saw all the fursuits and the character designs and they're just so they really inspired me, especially as I've always had a huge passion for designing characters and just creating just people and things in general like that. Yeah, I was just really inspired and I just had to be a part of the community, which I'm so glad I am because it's such an incredibly talented community. You don't even have to draw, just the people in general, just your ideas just are so incredibly inspiring and I'm so glad I met all of you. My next question is, what is my biggest inspiration? In general, I have to say my biggest inspiration in regards to artwork would have to be Nashi. She's a German manga artist and she's been my inspiration for so many years. I absolutely adore her traditional manga art. The way she colours and just in general her attitude towards things is just so incredibly amazing, and I wish that I could be as good of an artist as her regarding traditional, because she is just such a huge inspiration to me, and I even have her prints of her artwork up on my wall framed because I absolutely adore everything she does and I wish I could meet her in person. In regards to inspirations within the community, I have to say my biggest inspirations are K-Line, Demi-Wolf Designs regarding fursuits, and then regards of digital artists I'd have to say Rue Dragon and Seal Maru. They are my biggest inspirations. The way they colour and shade and just their general styles are just absolutely amazing and they do really inspire me. And I'm sure they inspire many other people as well. In fact, Seal Marie is one of the main inspirations for me even creating this video. The animation style is truly mesmerizing to me and it's simple but very effective, and I have to give it a go, which is why I'm doing this video in the first place. So I hope you will enjoy it. NF Kitsune on Furry asks, what's the most interesting character design you've ever seen in the fandom? I'd have to say Beauty the Base. It has to be Beauty of the Base. She's a UK fur, and if you haven't seen her suit, oh my gosh, you are missing out big time. Her suit is absolutely amazing. It's originally, I think it's based off of the ride at Alton Towers known as a Smiler. I've been on said roller coaster. It is absolutely amazing, just as amazing as the suit is. Her work is absolutely incredible and she revamped her fursuit last summer, and honestly it is so incredibly amazing. I especially love how she's done the teeth and the mouth. To me personally it looks kind of like a zipper, which I am a big sucker for zippers. I love zippers, I think they look really cool on character designs, and I even plan to make a character full of zips to show that. But yes, definitely Beauty the Base. Otherwise I'd probably have to say K-Line's fursuits, like Rufin. Rufin I absolutely adore, he's so cute, and yeah, I can't say any more than that. As soon as you see it I'm sure you'll understand. Alex asked, when is the last time you could personally feel your art had improved? Honestly, that's a really difficult question to answer because if I'm being completely honest, and this may be anxiety talking, but I'm not the greatest lover of my own artwork. I really struggle to appreciate the work that I do. I'll often love a piece right up until the moment I finish it, and as soon as I post it online, I kind of just dislike it, which is I suppose quite a bad thing because I am very passionate about what I do. But I do often struggle to see improvement, though obviously I do know that my artwork has quite improved in the last year. But just if I had to answer the question truthfully, I suppose the biggest improvement I'd have to say is my 2K art piece that I did the other week. I suppose that one I just really fell in love with, and I still love to bits at this moment in time. Alex also asked, how do I pronounce a woe and a woo? There you go. It's a woe and a woo. I hope you enjoyed. Silvaloof, I think that's how I pronounce the name. I'm so sorry if it isn't. But yeah, they from Amino have asked, what keeps you going even if you're stressed? In general, I think I sort of take a break and I'll just listen to some music, or just watch videos in general. Either that or I'll just sit on my phone, you know, looking through apps and things like that. Just take my mind off my artwork and then I'll get back up and get on with it after I've, you know, calmed myself down, I guess. Harry asks, what inspired you to devote all of your effort to your artwork? Honestly, the fandom. Like, I never used to spend as much time on my artwork as I do now. But yeah, thanks to the support I've gained through the furry fandom, I'm now a self-employed artist. You know, I work from home, I do my artwork basically 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So yeah, I have to say the furry fandom, there's so many incredible designs that it's just a big inspiration. Like, you don't get bored of it easily, because you think you're bored of something and then another random amazing character design will pop up and you're immediately just inspired to try this new design. So yeah, I'd have to say the furry fandom is what has inspired me. So a lot of you have asked what's inspired me for my species, and specifically Jinxit species. So this is a bit of a long topic to get into, so I'm going to try and cut it down as much as I can as possible, but I can explain them all in greater depth in later videos. So a lot of you, if you do know me very well, you'll know that I have 4 main species that are fairly well known, so them being Solokits, Kuchus, Nightdares and Waterminks. So Solokits were my first ever original species. They originally started up as just a random late night sketch that I posted online and it just kind of blew up. Like, Solokits are one of the main reasons that I've grown as an artist. My main Solokit character Rory is also quite popular and is what a lot of people recognise me by, however she is no longer my main Sona. Solokits were inspired by my love of anime, robotics and furries. I wanted to create a cybernetic Sona, but that showed off my love for all these things, but I couldn't find a species that really fitted that. So I created one, and I'm absolutely incredibly happy that you will love them, and I keep trying to revamp and update things and keep the species alive because I know that they've been kind of quiet recently, but yes, Solokits weren't inspired by anything specific, but yeah, they just combine a lot of my loves for different things online. Kuchus were just kind of like a random Kemono-esque doodle thing I did, where I just created like a Kemono-ish character and added some wings and created a lore and story for them. They didn't really have an awful lot of thought put into them, if I'm being completely honest. And they're not one of the species I suppose I'm most proud of or known for. But I do really enjoy them and I do try and create adopts and update things every now and again. But yeah, I wouldn't say there's anything necessarily that have inspired them either. If anything, I'd have to say K-Line. In terms of Waterminks, one of my most recent species, I love aquatic creatures, specifically like sharks and clownfish. So I wanted to combine that and create a species that really showed off that my love for aquatic creatures and life forms. So yeah, I combined that and submitted it online and you all seem to love it, especially my new character Nami, who I wasn't entirely sure of at first, but now I absolutely adore her. And although she isn't a main Sona of mine, I do plan on making a suit of her very soon in the future. Nightdares are perhaps one of the only species I own which actually have a proper inspiration for them, and a lot of you already know the inspiration for this species and have already picked up on it quite a few times and said, hey, this character reminds me of this. Yes, if you do already know or you already have your suspicions, the species is based on the character from Elsword known as Lou. Lou is honestly one of my most favourite characters from the game. And just her general character, like, you know, the demon-esque with the giant claws and everything really did inspire me. And yeah, I just had to create a character that reminded me of that attitude. So yeah, that's basically where Nightdares came from. And you can see that a lot in a lot of my artwork, and I have also done a lot of pieces where Jinxit is cosplaying as Lou from Elsword. Specifically, there was one piece I entered for a competition on Amino of Mute and Jinxit cosplaying as Lou and Seal, which a lot of you did pick up on the very big hints, but yes, that is the biggest inspiration for Nightdares. Kazi asked, what is the origin of your name? Jinxit's name is based on my cat. I have a cat called Jinx who is literally my best friend, and I couldn't ask for a better best friend. But yeah, he's called Jinx, and I know he won't be around forever, so I thought what better way to commemorate him and just him being around in general than to name my character and my business after him. So yes, Jinxit is named after my cat Jinx. And Kazi also asks, why is a shark a lord and saviour? Some of you may have noticed this, on Jinxit's recent ref sheet I put on there, Zip the Shark, which is our lord and saviour. It's just a running joke in a little friendship group I have. I got a plushie of a shark for Christmas, which has a zip around its mouth, so I called it Zip. And every now and again, on a call or just talking to my friends, I'll just ask them, have you heard of a lord and saviour, Zip the Shark? And they all facepalm, but it's funny, so I enjoy doing it. Jolly asks, what is your favourite original species other than the ones you own? I'd have to say my favourite species would have to be frigid peak dragons. Yes, I love frigid peak dragons. They're owned by Choki. They have the Kemono vibe. If you don't really know, I am a bit of a weeb, and I have a huge love for just Japanese styled characters or like the anime style in general. So yes, frigid peak dragons I find really inspiring, and I just love the style of them. I even have my own frigid peak dragon known as Yeti, who I've drawn some artwork for quite recently. Other than frigid peak dragons, I'd have to say protogens and primogens because of the robotic vibe. I love that kind of style, and the suits are absolutely amazing and very incredible. I'd love to get a protogen, however I've never actually designed my own protogen or even drawn them. I do plan to at some point, so you know. MLD Diego on Demon asks, have you boy/girl/thing friend? I assume you mean like a partner who I'm in a relationship with? If so, then yes I do. I am currently in a relationship with Flinks, a smiling dragon. He is love of my life, and we're in a long distance relationship, but we're making it work. In fact, I'm going up to see him in Denmark very soon, and I'm very excited to go meet him again. But yes, you may have also noticed a lot of ship artwork posted recently. Yeah, prepare yourself for a lot of that because I'm quite crazy about him and I want to show the world. Default has asked, how did you go about choosing Jinxit's design? In general, I think like blue's my favourite colour, so I had to include blue somewhere in the design, but I don't like to use my favourite colours as the main colour of the character. I like to use them as accent colours because I think it makes it more effective. So I used mostly pink and white, because those are also two of my favourite colours, and then used the blue as more of an accent because yeah, I think that portrayed her pretty well, and yeah, I honestly really love her design. So yeah, I think it works. It wasn't really selective in any way, it's just kind of like a random doodle that I did and it turned out really well. Jinxit was originally called Pepsi, but soon after naming her, I just grew an attachment to her and I was like, no, she has to be Jinxit, she has to be my page's mascot. And she is, and I've even now made her suit of her. Her first suit was made on the Schnee Party's 3D printed kimono base, which I highly recommend to anyone who wants to make a kimono suit but doesn't necessarily know how to carve foam or make the kimono eyes. Their work is incredible and it's so easy to use. I can't thank them enough for helping me create my character. Yeah, honestly, really, really useful. I highly recommend. There'll be a link to them in the description. Dexter asks, what is your biggest dream? I suppose in general at the moment my biggest dream would be to gain more followers and I don't know, just expand as an artist in general. I'd love to be able to improve my artwork and become more known, and just help inspire others. Like, I guess I do inspire some people at the moment, or at least I've been told I do, but I'd love to just be able to help more people, inspire more people, and just help, you know, show off what the fandom has to offer, because that's one of the reasons I became a curator on Furry was because there's so much negativity portrayed about the fandom that it's really not that bad. I want to try and show off what the fandom has to offer. So yeah, I think I'd love to be able to just get rid of the bad stigmas of the fandom and help improve the community as a whole and just help others. But I suppose in general for a dream, I guess just making people happy. That sounds pretty good. So yeah, I think that's all the questions I've got for today. Sorry if I haven't included your question in this video. I did get a lot of responses and I haven't been able to go through every single one of them just yet, but I do plan on making quite a few more videos in the future. So if you have got any questions or things you want me to do or you want to see, just drop them in the comments below and I'll be sure to get back to you on them. I also want to say a big thank you to all of my supporters for 2,000 likes on my Facebook page, and I think I'm almost at 20,000 followers on Amino. So thank you all so much for your support. It honestly means the world to me and I can't thank you enough. And a big thank you to my patrons as well. Your support really does help me as a as a full-time artist. I rely on any money I get through my work, and the fact that you're supporting me means so much. So thank you all so very much. I can't say thank you enough. I'm sorry. But yes, that's all for this video. I hope you will enjoy and I'll see you next time.